Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you some Aussie great classic TV shows. I thought I'd do something different. Any one of you that live in America and UK, if you'd like to check out these Australian classic shows, I definitely highly recommend them. They're one of my favourite shows. But first of all, I've got a classic American show to show you guys, a sitcom from the 70s. It's called Soap, and I've got the complete collection, which is all 90 episodes. Comes on 12 DVDs in this one pack. We've got the 4 separate seasons that went for in this pack here. I got this for a very cheap price. Got it for about $29. It was on special, so I thought I'd pick it up, so it's a really good price, and I don't mind this show. It's got lots of famous people from that era. You'd probably recommend Catherine Hellman. She's from Who's the Boss? She played Mona. Robert Gillum, he played Benson, which is I think this is a that was a spin-off from Soap. He was highly popular in that show. It's also got Richard Mulligan, who you might remember in Empty Nest. I think that show ran from 1988 to 1995. That was about 7 seasons, and that was a pretty popular show back then. And it's also got Billy Crystal here. He's probably one of the most famous ones in the show. He did this before he became a popular movie star. Definitely highly recommend you guys check this out. It's a lot of fun, a lot of funny storylines in here. It's basically based off a soapy, and they keep continuing on from where they left off. It's sort of a satire, sort of comedy, sort of sitcom. So yeah, I definitely recommend you guys check that out. That's the back there. Comes with a bonus episode, season 1 pilot. It's got Creators Come Clean as featurette. So yeah, definitely recommend you guys check that out. Now I'm going to move on to some of my Australian TV shows. Most of these are all classic, actually. Some of my favourites. I've got a huge collection, and I thought I'd do something different because normally you guys that live in America and UK and all around the world, usually you see plenty of American TV shows being reviewed on some other YouTube channels, so I thought I'd do something different. The first one I got is an Australian classic show. It's called Homicide. This was a great police show. This was produced in the 60s, but it went through till the 70s, I think. Went for a long time. This is one of the highest rating police shows back then. This show also has a record for the longest running Australian police show on Australian television. So I definitely recommend you guys check this out. It went for about 14 or 15 years. Yeah, there's quite a lot of episodes there. I'm slowly collecting the volumes. Each volume's got 26 episodes on it. I think there's going to be about 17 or 18 or 20 volumes to come of the whole show, so I'll definitely be picking up those later on. So guys, if you can find this show, I don't think it's available in the US, but if you know anyone that lives in the UK, or you live in the UK, you can pick it up on a site called Crawford's DVDs, I think it's under Crawford's DVDs. You buy it online. It's only available there, I think, and it's only available in Australia and the UK. So yeah, definitely check this out. It's a worthwhile show. It says it was created in October 1964. That's when it first started. And yeah, definitely recommend that. Another classic show I also bought from Crawford's. This is a great show. It's full of action, plenty of stories. It keeps you interested all the time. I haven't really seen any bad episodes of this show. Highly recommend this show to everyone. Although it only went for, I think it was about 30 or 40 something episodes. It's definitely worth checking out. There's lots of Australian actors in this that got their first break on this show. As I said, it's called Bluey. And I've also got on this DVD set, it also includes 10 mini episodes of the comedy Bargearse. This was a sort of not a spin-off, but they'd make fun of this show on a comedy show called The Late Show. And yeah, that's just them making fun of this show. But this was a great show, a serious police action show. If you really like cop shows from the 70s, and I definitely highly recommend you check this out. There we are, there's the back. Lucky Grills is the actor who plays Bluey Hills. He's the main guy in charge. He's the one this show's based on. He always gets the criminals and roughs them up and everything. He's not just like a normal policeman that does the right thing. He likes to serve justice the way he thinks it should be. And there's some of his offsiders. John Dietrich plays Gary Dawson, and there's one woman constable there as well. So yeah, I definitely recommend you guys check this out. This is definitely one of my favourites as well. I grew up watching this show. It lasted for a lot of seasons. I think this went for about 12 or 13 years, this show. Highly recommend it. As far as I know, it's available on eBay, and I know this site called iOffer, that some sellers have this for sale as well. Please check this out. This is a great show. I grew up watching it in the late 80s, early 90s, and it went to about 93 or 94. I think they stopped making it. It's based on a country town called Wandon Valley, and the characters who live there. This guy plays one of the doctors. The actor's name's Shane Porteous, but he plays Terence Elliott. That's Shirley Dean. She works in the clinic where Dr. Terence works. He's the other doctor in the practice as well. Grant Dodwell, he plays Simon Bowen. And this is a male nurse called Brendan Jones. It's just hard to explain. There's lots of different actors that go through this show when the 12 or 13 years is during its peak. It's a great show. I'd highly recommend it if you like sort of country sort of feel, and you like interesting characters. They also go to a pub in Wandon Valley, and they talk about how their life's going with each other, and there's a gossiper. The gossip person in the show is Esme Watson. So yeah, guys, please check this out. Definitely recommend it. This is the last show I'm going to show you guys today. That's a classic show I also grew up with, and it's got definitely a well-known Australian singer that you guys would have all heard of. It's called The Henderson Kids. This is season 1, and it stars the one and only Kylie Minogue, the singer. She was an actress in Neighbours also before. Well, she was in this before Neighbours. This was in the 80s. It also stars Ben Mendelsohn, who you might know from a lot of other movies and TV shows. He's been a lot lately, and this is highly recommended as well. I'll read the back for you guys. It says, for 15-year-old Steve Henderson and his 13-year-old sister Tamara, city life comes to a tragic end when their mother is killed in a road accident. Their parents divorced, their father's whereabouts unknown. The kids go to live in the country with their uncle, the young local cop, Mike Henderson. They quickly learn that country life is life in a sleepy coastal town is not easy. Gradually, they make firm friends with Cowboy and his gang. They share their adventures, their triumphants and disappointments, and they learn to love their new life. I definitely recommend you guys check this out. Adults and kids will probably enjoy this show. It's a good family show. They made 2 seasons. I've got season 1 here. I've also got the second season. It's called The Henderson Kids 2. In this season, it also stars some other characters. It stars the actor Alex Paps. If you watch Home and Away when it first started back in 1988, you know he played Frank in Home and Away in 1988 and 1989, I think. So yeah, please check this out, guys. I'd highly recommend them. Thanks for joining me today. I'll have another update for you guys probably next week. Take care and have a good week, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.